Hello everybody! I am doing an unboxing today and we are unboxing, to make sure you don't see the label, we are unboxing my ceremonial cacao order. This is not sponsored, by the way. I feel like part of my role on earth is to be an ambassador for cacao. I don't know what it is, but I've always been obsessed with chocolate since I was a kid. But when I discovered ceremonial cacao and like the ritual of drinking ceremonial cacao, I haven't stopped. It's been like, I'm someone who has a tendency to like get hyperfixated on something and then like I'll move on after a few months. This is something that I've been hyperfixated on since 2020 and I continue to be hyperfixated on it, and I want to do even more with it. Like eventually I want to host circles and like community events, and I want to call it Cacao Club, and that's a whole other thing I'm not ready to like talk about or share about or like really work on yet. But it's just like I want it to be a bigger part of my life. And so I got this order. I ordered from Cacao with a K. This is Mackenzie. She's the founder of the company and I've actually met her and I love her and she's like a friend, and it's just a whole other experience buying your products from people that you directly know. Amazing. She gives you this card. It says, "Thank you for supporting cacao and the mission to protect native strains of cacao through uplifting all farmers and communities involved. Many blessings to you on your journey, and I look forward to connecting with you further." And then the logo of cacao is this like dragon, which is super cool. The vibes are great of this brand, and it's the only brand that I've like ordered from because when I first started buying this in 2020, this was the only brand that would ship to Canada. They're based in the States. Okay, so I've got two bags. And this one is from Peru. It says Chencho from Peru. And it is the signature blend. So this is ceremonial cacao stone ground with panela, which is a sweetener, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it says panela is an unrefined sugar high in minerals. Chili and vanilla beans. On their website, they also have like a pure cacao blend. Like this is the blend with sweetener and stuff added to it, sweetener and chili and vanilla added to it. But you can also just get the cacao and it's a lot more bitter. But I've gotten that as well when this was out of stock. So why am I holding it like this? I just want to show you what it looks like when you get it. So you open it up, and regular cocoa powder, it's very fine, right? It's like a powder. This is not like that. This is, let's show you. It's like chunky. Because this company doesn't use, hopefully it'll focus. Even if it doesn't, you can see that. This company doesn't use any like machinery. It wants the energy transfer of like the hand stone ground. It's like the original way of processing this with the communities in South America, the indigenous communities who crafted this practice and really popularized it and are now involved in bringing it to other parts of the world. They stone ground it, and that was part of their ceremonial practice. And so Cacao with the K will it honors that. And I remember reading an email or post from her a few months ago where she was talking about how Mackenzie, she was basically like running low on product. The farmer that she was working with was like, "Oh, I can get this product to you in this many months." Like it seemed quicker, and she was like, "Oh my God, that's great." And then later she learned it was because that farmer had also invested in some machinery to be able to like grind down the cacao so it was faster. But Mackenzie decided not to go down that route, even though it would be like faster and cheaper, because it would like rather like wait and be out of stock for longer than do that. She's very committed to the vision of preserving the original energetic frequency and transmission of this native ancestral cacao. So chocolate comes from the cacao tree, right? A lot of the chocolate that you find in the grocery stores and things like that, that cacao is sourced from trees that have been planted specifically for that purpose, like to farm for chocolate production. But for something like this, like a product like this or cacao like this, the cacao is sourced from ancestral trees, which means that these trees are hundreds of years old and have been taken care of for generations by indigenous communities that really care and really understand the relationship between plants and humans and see plants as conscious beings. If you're in tune with energy, you can feel the depth of substance and the energy of a product like this versus like a regular chocolate bar. So let's make this really quick. I'll show you how I make it. So on the thing it says use 4 tablespoons, but I always find that that's too much for me. So I do 2, and I just use a tablespoon like that, and I put it in my favorite mug. I love this mug because I made it. I went to this pottery workshop that my friend, oh my God, that's crazy. My friend Mackenzie, also different Mackenzie, ran a pottery workshop, and I made this mug there. So now I have to go look up the meaning of the word Mackenzie because it's like very relevant to this process for me. So 2 of that, and then this is important. This is game changing. This is like one of those like milk frother things. You boil water and then you just pour it in and then you just blend it, and that's it. And this is what it looks like. When you put it under sunlight, those bubbles are actually rainbowy. I can't show you right now, but trust me. So there we have it. I got it's literally like healthy hot chocolate, especially if you get the version that's just pure cacao and you can control the sweetener and everything. It is literally healthy hot chocolates. If you are someone that loves hot chocolate but like doesn't consume it very often because you don't want to hurt your body, get this. It's so lovely. And you know what? It tastes richer. And like the effects, it relaxes your nervous system. It's a nervine and a vasodilator. So it basically dilates your blood vessels, which allow blood to flow easier. And that for me results in this feeling of like an openness and spaciousness. Whenever I'm feeling like tight or contracted or irritated, I'll grab this because it always works. And I honestly drink this pretty much every day. It's like part of my practice. Sometimes I'll meditate while I'm drinking it. Sometimes I'll journal. It's so good for those types of introspective tasks as well. But yeah, cheers. And if you want to buy some, if you use my code, I'll put it in the description, Chaudhary at checkout, you'll get 10% off. And then I'll also make a little commission off of it as well, which is fun. Okay, bye. Thank you for watching.